What if the biggest reason your life hasn't changed yet is not your circumstances, not your luck, but the person you have been practicing to be every single day? This is the story of Harsh, a man who realized something most people never understand. Your life will not change until you stop being the same person. Every morning, Harsh's alarm rang at exactly 6:30 a.m. The same sound, the same routine, the same tired face staring back from the mirror. But the hardest part wasn't waking up. It was the thought that followed every single morning. Nothing is changing in my life. Harsh was not lazy. He worked hard. He showed up. He tried. But still, his life felt like it was stuck on pause. At work, he watched others getting promotions. His friends were starting businesses. Some were traveling the world. Some were building the life he once dreamed about. And Harsh, he felt like he was running on a treadmill, running every day, but never moving forward. At night, he would scroll through social media, watching other people's success stories, and deep inside, a quiet voice whispered, "Maybe this is just my life. Maybe I'm not meant for more." Slowly, without realizing it, Harsh had started believing that story. One evening after work, Harsh decided to walk instead of taking the bus home. The sky was dark. Street lights flickered softly. His mind was heavy with the same thoughts. Why is nothing changing? As he walked, he noticed a small bookstore he had never seen before. The lights were warm. The shelves were quiet. And somehow, he felt pulled inside. He walked slowly between the shelves until one book caught his attention. The title read, "Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself." Harsh laughed quietly. Breaking the habit of being myself. Is that even possible? But curiosity made him open the book. The first sentence he read felt like someone had spoken directly to his soul. Your personality creates your personal reality. Harsh stood still. That sentence echoed in his mind. Your personality creates your personal reality. He whispered softly, "If my life isn't changing, maybe I'm not changing." And that thought changed everything. For the first time, Harsh started observing himself. He noticed something surprising. Every day he repeated the same patterns, the same doubts, the same reactions, the same fears. When something went wrong, he immediately thought, "See, I knew I couldn't do it." When an opportunity appeared, he thought, "Someone else is probably better." When life challenged him, he felt stress and frustration. Without realizing it, Harsh had been practicing the same identity every day, and his brain had memorized it. His body had memorized it. His life had memorized it. Then he realized something powerful. If I keep being the same person, I will keep getting the same life. That night, Harsh made a quiet decision. Nothing dramatic, no big announcement, just a small promise to himself. Tomorrow, I will start becoming a new version of me. The next morning, the alarm rang again at 6:30 a.m. Same sound, same room, same mirror. But something inside Harsh was different. Before starting his day, he asked himself one simple question. If the best version of me woke up today, how would he think? He imagined that version clearly, confident, focused, calm. Someone who believed in himself. For a moment, It felt strange, almost uncomfortable, because the old Harsh tried to return. Old thoughts whispered, "You're pretending. You're not that person." But Harsh smiled and said quietly, "Maybe not yet, but I'm becoming him." Days passed. Harsh kept practicing this new identity. When challenges appeared, he reacted differently. When fear appeared, he didn't run from it. He faced it. When doubts spoke loudly, he replaced it with belief. Slowly, his brain started forming new patterns. His confidence grew. His energy changed. People around him began noticing something different. One day, his manager said, "Harsh, you've changed. You seem more confident lately." Harsh smiled, because the truth was, his life had not magically changed overnight, but he had changed, and that was enough. Months later, Harsh was sitting in a cafe. The same city, the same world, but a completely different life. New opportunities had appeared. New doors had opened. But the biggest victory wasn't success. It was something deeper. Harsh had discovered a secret many people spend their entire lives searching for. Your future begins the moment you stop repeating your past. And the day Harsh stopped being the old version of himself was the day his new life began. Maybe you feel like Harsh right now. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel like life is moving forward, but you are standing still. But here is a truth that can change everything. Your future is not waiting somewhere outside. It is waiting inside the person you choose to become. So today, ask yourself one powerful question. Are you still repeating the old version of yourself? Or are you ready to become the person your future is waiting for? If this story touched your heart, subscribe Victory Tales for more powerful stories that can change the way you think. Because sometimes, one story can change a mindset, and one new mindset can change an entire life.